It's hard to wrap your head around how good AI is getting as quickly as it is. I mean, it feels like a few months ago, I was having all these conversations about how do we connect this chatbot to my data so that it can spit out answers that are accurate for my business. Now it's how do I build digital teammates that can actually take action in my different systems? And that's AI agents, right? This is officially happening at scale in large companies and, faster even for the smaller companies that are able to move quickly. So what I want to show you today, really quick demo. We have this, dev version of writer.com, which is our website. So everything is basically exactly as it would be on our typical website. But what's really cool about this is I can actually push a blog or a web page live using an agent that has access to WordPress. So let me just show you how this will work. But basically, think Writer website has all the pages that you need. Click our financial services page. You can see all of our clients here. What I want to do is I want to use an agent to push a new blog post to our website. This is actually how our marketing team is leveraging agents to do exactly that. So I'm going to go into Writer. This is, my single pane of glass that I use to manage all of my agents. And I can come up with a really basic prompt. And let's create a WordPress blog and then edit it. And maybe we want to push that live. So I can say something like, I want to create a new blog post for our website using the WordPress connector. And I want the blog post to be about how financial advisors at large enterprises are now leveraging Writer to more effectively prepare for client meetings, personalize client communications, and just better manage their book of business. And what I want you to do is use the WordPress blog skill to make sure you effectively push the blog live to the website. And it's as easy as that. So I just created this prompt. Imagine I'm a marketer on my team. And then what I can do is just ship this. And now Writer will just use the right skills and the right connectors to move this exact blog post that it's going to draft up in our voice and tone into WordPress. So we'll see it populate here. And then actually to the website. And this is obviously the staging website, but you'll actually see this populate in the right way, which is awesome. So let's watch Writer do the work. You can see here the agent's put together its own plan. So it has this kind of structured approach to tackling exactly what I asked for. It's discovering the available WordPress functions and capabilities. It's fetching those proper categories to make sure that it's pushing the blog to the right part of the website. It's now generating some imagery for that blog. That's awesome. That's part of the skill. And then it's going to create the blog post and then review and publish it. And now obviously we could introduce a step here like, hey, make sure the human reviews the blog before it's pushed live. What's really cool is I want to show you this skill. So skills are basically like the instructions that you want the agents to follow that are very specific every single time you're doing something. So this is the way to take your tribal knowledge and basically deliver it to everyone on your team if there's a certain process that you want the agents to do for you. So in this case here, we have a WordPress blog publisher skill. So what does this skill do? Well, it does a couple of things. It can help us discover what WordPress capabilities exist. It can generate images for blogs. It can upload things to WordPress. It can fetch the categories. Categories are the way we categorize the different pages on our website, right? So, hey, this is a financial services blog, so it should be pushed to the FA part of our website. It can create blog posts. It can actually present the drafts, and then it can publish them when we're ready to confirm that. So this is all going to happen, and this is basically steps that the humans on the marketing team have outlined. Now the agents can follow those processes. So let's check on our agent here, see how it's doing. Okay, so the agent just asked us for our input. It says, okay, the blog post has been created successfully. I've created a comprehensive blog about how FAs at large enterprises are leveraging Writer. It says down here, the content highlights transforming client meeting prep, personalizing client comms at scale, managing your book of business, meaning client segmentation, documentation, practice growth. This is awesome. We can actually see a preview URL. So let's click this. This is basically a mock-up. The agent has used our WordPress connector to spin up what this actually looks like in the actual environment. This looks pretty good so far. And then we can actually see down here, there's an edit URL, meaning this is where we can go into WordPress and actually edit this. So this is where our marketing team says, okay, great, writers created the first draft. Now we can make the finishing touches on these blogs before we publish them. And then let's actually publish it. So you can see here, I can click publish as a human, but let's say we're just that lazy. I can say, this looks great, let's publish it live to the website. And Writer Agent can take that instruction and actually push it live to the site. And in seconds, we just went from an idea to a draft of a blog to something that's now live on the website. So let's see how this is looking on the live website. So if we were to navigate here, I can go into solutions, financial services. We obviously serve a bunch of different industries. And then I can go down and I can actually see like, oh, there's the new blog that we just published. It's that simple. Working with agents just makes everyone's lives so much better. It truly feels like you have a team of digital employees now helping partner with you to get your job done. So thought that was interesting. Really basic example today. There was so much more. Let me know if you have any questions. Here to help. Thanks.